There's one big misconception about New Yorkers.
Talking to me?
Could you just give me a goddamn token?
No, goddammit, I cannot give you a token.
So I grew up in New York City, right here on 19th Street. And when I was growing up, we didn't really know our neighbors. You wouldn't ask them for a cup of sugar or some eggs. The irony of such a big city like New York is the more people there are, the more isolated you are as an individual. In a small town, everybody knows each other. But in New York, you just know the people who you choose to know. But what happens when you push back against the anonymous nature of New York City? 6 months ago, we started this company based around the idea of talking to strangers, which is why we called it Public Opinion. But how do we get strangers to talk to us? Well, created a game, gave away cash prizes. All right, I got 4 questions about New York City.
All right, mind your business.
$1, $5, $20, $100. Each time you get a question right, you can take the money and walk away, or you can risk it to go to the next question.
Okay.
The show was pretty successful right away. We got to learn about New York, we got to teach people about New York, but most importantly, we got to hear people's stories.
I used to roller skate. I used to do all kinds of tricks.
You used to roller skate? Where?
At Long Island City, we were called the United Crazy Crew.
Hector, you got a lot of interesting stories.
Instead of doing bad things, we did good things.
I would love to see you just skating around.
Oh yeah, it was great.
We love this show as a little glimpse into someone's life, but the truth is these videos tend to be more about the game and about New York City trivia than they are about the people. And at the same time, while we were riding this high of talking to people and finding success in short form, we lost sight of our mission and our purpose on YouTube.
Kieran, when's the last time we posted a video? November 17th, 2022. Is that good? No.
We started by making YouTube videos about building this business before we shifted into stories about New York City. We realized that this company was called Public Opinion. We needed to incorporate stories from the public. And we realized we could do that with all these interviews we were getting from the trivia show. What makes someone a New Yorker? What makes someone a New Yorker? What makes someone a New Yorker?
A New Yorker. Honestly, I think it's different for everybody.
But we were inconsistent. We had ideas for videos, but they didn't align with a single thesis or vision for the channel. There was no why. Why does this video make sense on this channel? Let's go back outside and talk to some people for a second. What are you most looking forward to this year?
Oh, man.
I'm graduating culinary school.
College graduation.
Probably making new art, taking new pictures.
Vacation, trying to get into a relationship.
Now, what are we excited about this year? 1, we have a new show coming out, and 2, I think we found our why. First, the show. This is a game show called Track Star.
Okay.
If you can name the artist who's playing this song, you win $5. You can go double or nothing forever. So if you really know music, you could win an infinite amount of money. Track Star is our new show. It's still a game, there's still a prize, but it's much simpler and anyone can play. We feel like this format lends itself better to hearing people's stories.
I had a rough past year, partying, doing all that stuff. You know, drugs, none of that stuff is fun. I realized if I didn't leave that scene, I was gonna be in a very dark hole.
Since starting this show and this company, I've become genuinely much more interested in talking to strangers, and not just when the cameras are rolling. But more importantly, and contrary to popular belief, New Yorkers are interested in talking to me as well. Maybe our mission has to do with changing this graph. What if we try and make New York City feel a little bit more like a small town? Which brings us to our why. Public Opinion is the voice of New York City. That's our mission. That's our North Star in making these YouTube videos. We want to be the best New York City YouTube channel. We don't just want to make videos about New York City or in New York City. We're making videos with New York City. Great to meet you guys.
So great meeting you.
The best lunch break ever.
Thank you for playing.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Have a good one.